guys, I'm finally here at Comic-Con. I'm on my way to the Graffiti Designs booth to get my hands on not one, but two amazing collectibles that you can only get right there. First up is this sweet Joker mask right here, obviously inspired by the amazing arc Death of the Family, the Batman series, and then right here too is this limited quantity Harley Quinn belt. Her pants are obviously super tight, so she's not wearing this thing, so you can get a couple of these right here. And then my book sack, I'll put all this down right here. Obviously, you want to keep it tuned to DC All Access all week long for all the exclusive content from right here on the show floor and coverage of all the greatest parties that I wasn't invited to. I don't know why I wasn't invited, so I'm gonna watch this show to see what I'm missing.
So you actually made a ton of announcements. Tell me about Arkham Manor and how that's different from all the other Bat books.
Well, you know, this is fun because Arkham Manor is sort of coming out of the Batman Eternal series, where ultimately Arkham Asylum's been destroyed yet again, and they've reestablished the Arkham Asylum inside Wayne Manor. So now all of a sudden it takes on a different dynamic. This is Bruce Wayne's home. It's been turned into an insane asylum, but it's also his way to his Batcave, to all the secrets that he has. So he has to find a way to infiltrate Arkham Manor, and then ultimately, basically, to protect his secrets from everything else that's going on inside the story.
And going in a little different direction on Bat titles, Gotham Academy, it's kind of like prep school. Tell me about that one.
We've been toying with this idea a lot about the younger characters in Gotham City and what it's like to grow up in Gotham. And we have a writer in Becky Cloonan, who's known for her art, but has a wonderful storyteller. And I think she's going to bring some really different sensibilities.
So another title that you guys are working on is Deathstroke. How do you take a villain and make an entire series about him?
We were looking for the next character that has transcended. And what I mean by transcended is that it's a very strong comic character, but now is building up new interest because of how they're being seen in other media. And we've got a character like Deathstroke. He's in the video games, he's on Arrow, and all of a sudden the level of awareness for Deathstroke has grown to a point where we felt it was a great time to launch a new series.
And another great character that's coming to DC in a huge way is Lobo.
This is an interesting one for us because Lobo is probably one of our very recognizable characters. But we thought, you know what, that was part of another time. And if we wanted to have a character that really touched upon the sensibilities of that original character but played to today's audience, we pulled back and we said, let's reimagine them, let's come up with it. And I think these guys came up with a wonderful look. Kenneth Ruckford did the design, and the fact that we got a new series written by Colin Bunn.
I want to see a fight between both versions.
That's the first issue. There you go. There you go, it's the first issue.
Yes!
There you go.
So another character that you're bringing in is Clarion the Witch Boy. The
Yes.
first issue comes out in October. Why bring back that classic character?
Well, we've had a lot of success with our mystic and darker characters. And honestly, when we sat down with Ann Nocenti, she was wrapping up her time with Catwoman, looking for another project. And after a long conversation, we came up with Clarion. And what gets me excited about that is, you know what? Those are the characters worth taking a risk on. Those are things that you want to try. It's a different tone, it's a different voice, it's a different sensibility. And my hope is that she has such a wonderful take that other people might get excited about it and stick with this character. So fingers crossed on that one.
What can you tell me about Trinity of Sin evolving new characters there?
Well, you know, it's funny because we had a Phantom Stranger book and we had a Pandora book, and the goal was to really make them their own characters with their own stories and stand alone. But when we established them, it was very clear they were part of a story, a major storyline, and there was a level of involvement between these three characters. And the one that's been missing from everything has been the Question. So it's great to be able to have Question on a regular storyline, in conjunction with Phantom Stranger, in conjunction with Pandora, and really explore this relationship of these three characters that was thrown together by fate. They're all suffering something for what they have done, and whether or not they can find redemption together as a team, that's something they couldn't find as individuals.
So a couple of days ago, the internet pretty much exploded.
What happened?
Because of Batgirl. The photos of her redesign were just so awesome. Everyone got super excited about that. Tell me a little bit about how that happened and the new team working on
honestly,
Batgirl.
it's a different look, it's a different style, it's a different tone, but it still fits in with the DC universe. Because again, when we went back and relaunched the New 52, part of the reason we did that was to reestablish the characters where they were younger, more energized, making mistakes along the way, and learning and growing into the role of being heroes. And this really captures a lot of that energy. You really get a sense that she's younger, she's more enthused, she's more excited, and she's ready to just barrel head first into situations, and who knows how they're going to turn out.
What can we expect with the new direction for Catwoman?
Well, again, we talked before about Arkham Manor coming out of Batman Eternal, and Catwoman's been playing an integral part in Batman Eternal as well, and part of what you're seeing is her evolution from carefree jewel thief to really actually starting to establish herself in a role that really puts her really on an edge, which is really leading some crime bosses, crime family, and really elevating her to a level of real importance. We've always felt her a bit of an equal for Batman. I think there's been a wonderful give and take, but now she's standing on a level of stature that really can not only just meet Batman, but possibly even defeat him.
What can you tell us about the new team coming on to Green Arrow?
We talk about tough acts to follow. You had Jeff Lemire and Andre Sorrentino, and when they were wrapping up their line, we wanted to replace them. And as the fates would have it, Jeff's calling up going, hey, you know what? The guys at Green Arrow would love to try to do something on the regular line. I said, you could not have called it a better time. Yeah. We're literally at the moment right now where these guys are winding down, so we're going to have an opening here right now. And whether they're on for 6 issues, 8 issues, I think it's fun to see what they can do on the characters and take a lot of the energy and ideas that they put into the series and make them work also within the line of continuity and storytelling that we're doing right now. So, you know, we've worked with Andrew in the past, and it's fun to see him back again in the DC Universe.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting and going over almost everything that's going on in comics.
And from memory. I hope I got it right.
I totally expected you to be like, hold on one sec, let me look. But, I mean, that's why you have the job that you have. You're like, I can just rattle off everything
about
everything.
Actually, that's why I don't sleep at night, if you want a real reason.
Pack a bag because DC All Access is taking you to San Diego Comic-Con.
Not like literally taking you to San Diego.
No, I mean, we're taking you through the magic of video.
It's true. Although, you know, we could probably fit like one person in my room because I'll get a twin bed and they can sleep on the floor.
Or you could subscribe to the channel and it'll be just as good as being there because we're going to bring you everything right from the show floor all through Comic-Con weekend.
I could get like a big bathtub though. We could probably sleep too, especially if we stay at like a Westin.
It's really sweet, Blair, but they can just watch video.
You can do that too.
Yeah.